Hello, everybody. It's Tyler, and I just wanted to start off this event by telling you, first of all, the time is 12:51 in the afternoon. I am no technical financial advisor. I am not licensed, and so do take what I say with do your own due diligence. And also, don't forget to hit that little button for me right now before we get going on this, and that way it makes it get passed around to other folks, as you probably already know. But what we're going to do here, I'm going to take my image and I'm going to make sure it's nice and small on this screen so it won't be taking up any room. And then I'm going to reduce this down, and we're going to first bring this right up here to there, and then this will be the very top, the display capture. Hopefully it will be right at the top. And then me right underneath that. There we go. So now when I reduce this down, hopefully we will see. Actually, I'm supposed to be there so you can see me. I'm back. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into this. We're going to go now to the display capture. The reason I want to show you this right at this moment in time is because of this reason. As you can see, it's starting to make a move up. And I'm going to jump right in here and show you the volume is nice and moderate. You can see today's range, it's already hit 763. But there's something I want to show you here when it comes to the charts. First, I'm going to show you the volume on this. Look how I go back about to the price when it was at a low of $4. You can see the low down here on this date right here was $4 and where is it? 445 right there on May the 15th. And look at the volume right then when that occurred, all that sell off. But ever since then, look at the low going up, the highs going up, all the way up, 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 up. Now, why am I showing you this at this point in time? Because I think we're at a significant point. So let's go over here, and you're looking at the 1-day chart. And I'm going to come back to this in a minute, but let's look at the 5-day chart on this. Or even better, let's go to the year to date. That 5 days sure does look good, doesn't it? Look at this right here going on here right now as we speak. But let's go to the year to date because this is the most important one. I'm going to pull this back here, year to date. And what I'm going to show you here is that on this date, which was February the 2nd, year to date. Come on, what are we seeing here? Let's just do it on this one. Maybe we'll make it simpler. Year to date here. There we go. Much easier. Right here you can see the price on February the 2nd of 2023 peaked to what? So you can see right there over on the right, 772. Folks, we're on the verge of breaking beyond this perhaps, and so this is part of the reason I wanted to bring this to your attention right now. So don't get confused with me running around here and picking the wrong things, but I'm just telling you, I think it's time. I think this is primed for this thing to really explode to the upside. Again, I want you to take a look here at one more thing is going to be over here. This company is kind of some icing on the cake for you. I'm following it, and I got in right around 220 this morning. You can see where it is now, but look at that spike. It hit all 356. It was up 60%. I did sell off some, but I want you to just keep your eye on this one. BMR, just a little bit of icing on the cake for you, but let's not get sidetracked. I'm going to get back over here. This is more I want to tell you about ownership of the company. Yesterday on the video I posted, I talked to about the CEO who bought. Look here at the CEO's wife. Anthony Noto has showed that his wife, from a filing he did, his wife, Kristen Noto, bought 33,259 shares of Sofi August 2021. And there you go, 217,573. I didn't do the math. We ought to find that out. Let's find out how much she paid for all of it. So we're gonna go 217,573 divided by, and that was 33,259. 33,259 equals 654. So, hey, she's doing well. So, hey, anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there and show you something. Now, I also mentioned yesterday on my video, if you look at YouTube, what's going on with Sofi. So we're going to do it now. And what I did was right up here, you can see I just did a search for Sofi on here. And I just want you to look at all the videos that have been posted. And it's just insane how many people are talking about Shorts are covering, more buying pressure. This is good for SoFi. Mark of the Beast. See, SoFi's, whatever, that's not relevant. SoFi positioned to profit from student loan refinancing. SoFi stock heading to $10. The Bears are finished. So, I mean, just what what you see here is video after video after. There it is. SoFi, the millionaire maker. I just bought 50,000 of this stock. Well, he's talking about who. So anyway, what I wanted to do is when you have that much going on, positive flow out there in the media place, social media is powerful. And mind if I have a little of my afternoon tea in my coffee cup? Anyway, hey, I just wanted to post this right now. I don't really have anything else other to share with you than at this stage, it looks to me like it is on the verge of going much, much higher. And the most important part of what I'm showing you here, folks, aside from everything that we just looked at, is to look at again at this year to date and see this price of 772 where we were and seeing where we are now makes me believe there are very few above this price range that hold this stock. Now, why does that matter? Well, generally speaking, when you have a lot of shareholders who are above the price where you're entering, those shareholders who bought it when it was up high, sometimes once it starts to regain, they start getting their money back and they're like, okay, I'm going to sell this now. At least I'm close. Or, hey, I'm in the green. They start selling. But this is a different situation. So we don't have that kind of, I call it resistance from profit takers, really. And actually, that's all we have selling here at this stage of the game is people who were buying 2-3 weeks ago when it was down in the 450 range when I first started posting videos on this stock. Well, they're doing very well right now and they're starting to take some profits. But that being said, there is no one, in my opinion, really, I mean, virtually. Now, that being said, I got to back up here because now I'm going to click on an even bigger chart to show you something else in case you didn't know this. And many of you have already known this, but look where the price was on this in 2021. 2021, the price was at $20 a couple of different times. So, for those who say, oh, is there any overhead room? I mean, is there a possibility that it could? Yes, obviously. It was much higher before, and it is in the spotlight right now. I guess one other thing I want to go to here is let's move in here and look at this, what's happening right at this very second. The time now is 12:59, and as I told you right before lunch, I love to buy this stock, so let's go to the one-day chart, see what happened, and now is where I'm going to talk to you about the charts. So right here, pardon me for doing this, but look at this 200-day moving average, which is green there. This thing's jumping around on its own. Anyway, they don't want me to show you this stuff, I guess, but I'm showing you anyway. And but my green line here is the 200-day moving average. I'm going to show you up here. If you look across the top, you have right here I have a 10-day moving average, which is purple. So I just click on the center of the screen and you can see there it is, my 10-day moving average. I clicked right on it and it showed up, and I'm not going to change it. But let's zoom in on this and I'll show you what's going on. I actually have several indicators up here at the top. The 10-day is purple, the 200-day is green, which is right down here. I also have over here a 45-day, which is the blue line, you can see, and the 50-day, which is gold. So another reason that I decided to show you this right now is I'm going to try and zoom in right here on this area, real close. And you can see that the gold 50-day moving average, which is a little bit longer than the blue 45, that shorter 45-day term, slightly shorter, shows as an indicator. So right here, I'm seeing that shorter term moving up past the slightly longer 50-day. And to me, that's a very good, I start salivating when I see that. That's all I'm saying. Now, again, I want you to be aware of the fact that this 200-day moving average, I'm on the one-day chart. Let's go over to the 1-month chart. Okay, back this out. And you can see this 200-day average, moving average. Another reason I wanted to come here is because, and show you right now, look at it. It actually it moved on down, even though the price has been going up. The 200 days has been dropped, but right here it's plateauing, and I see this move right here as a springboard possibility. Look on the 1 month at the 10-day moving average of the purple one. It just broke above that 200-day green moving average. Folks, I don't know what to say, but there's a lot of times big fish that are watching this type of activity. Let's back this out. Look at the volume comparison backing out beyond this time. Look how much volume starting to flow in here. And another thing that I want to pay you to pay attention to is this is critical. You can see on the points and occurrences when the stock was being attacked down. Look at these big red sections, big huge red from right here to here, red. Look at here, red all the way here. There you go, even more. But look what's been happening here lately. Look at all the green and look at these candlesticks. So, folks, uh, that's all I can say. I mean, it just seems to me very apparent that when we're looking at that year to date chart again, which is right here, year to date, and you can see where we are versus where it was back here. I think that once we get above this point, I think there are going to be few shareholders left that we're going to have to circulate through. And I think we're going to see the absolute breakout that I think most people don't even expect. I could be completely wrong. Again, don't take my word for it. You need to use your due diligence. Even here, if you're going to come in, I always suggest that you wade in, get yourself a moderate position to start, keep your eye on it. If it's building and going up, then nibble a little more, pick up a little more as it continues to climb. And I am a day trader. There's no question about it. I admit it. When I'm in the profits, I like to take money that I've profited and put it in the bank. And then I'm playing on house money. And so let's go back over here. Before I say goodbye to you, I'm going to look one more time over here at this BMR. Oh, yes. So you can see here, this is one also to take a look at because it was up to over 60% at that point, and it may continue to run. So that's one that I would suggest you might want to look at as well. But boy, this chart right here, it just makes my mouth water. You can see it. I'm thinking that we may see a very, very nice move this afternoon on this as more and more folks see this approaching that 772 number, and it could really get erratic after that. We might see the ticker really starting to run up quickly. And so that's it. I hope that if you like this type of thing and this information I just provided, that you'll give this a thumbs up. And it just like takes a moment to do that. And then, like I always do, I want to wish you very much happiness. I want to wish you prosperity. And most of all, I want to wish you excellent health. So that's it for Tyler today. By the way, if you want to help out my channel, you can absolutely do that via my music. Believe it or not, I'm a music artist. I'm published out there. I have over 60 original songs, over many CDs. And so check them out. Go over to your music provider, Tyler Self, SELPH, and you would help me out if you subscribe quite a bit. And I think you'll like some of my music. It's created with people all over the world digitally, and I've been recording since 1968, I guess. This is my first recordings when I was just a little kid. So hopefully you'll enjoy those. And thanks for checking in again. I sure do appreciate it. And I'm a believer in Sofi, and apparently so are many others who are posting on YouTube and all of these articles over here on the left. But I guess if you haven't looked at Sofi before we go, I'll run down here real quick and show you what I've shown people in the past. Here are their earnings. They beat the street 4 quarters ago. They beat the street estimates here. They were way over estimates here. They beat the street here. Going down here to revenues, 4 years ago at 442 million. 3 years ago, they increased to 565, then doubled what they had 2 years before, over double, and then to 1.52 billion. So they are just know how to create revenue, and this all during a period of 4 years when COVID was dominant, and it was tough. So I say, oh wow, that's all you can really say to that. And look at the recommendations: strong buys by these covering this stock. Say 5 say strong buy, 3 say buy, 6 hold, and none of underperform or sell. And lastly, One thing that I would do is just look at all of these articles over here on the left that are supporting SoFi. Everything that's coming out now from all of these folks pretty much is supportive of SoFi and talking. It's in the news, folks. So this is another reason I like a stock that's in the spotlight. And let's just do one other thing here. If we go to the conversation board, how many people are looking right now at this stock on this board? Let's just find out. And so we're going to see here in a second. It will show us there are 245 viewing this stock as we speak on this board, and I would suggest that you look at your other stocks you might have in your portfolio and see how many are following that, and you can see the trend. And then lastly, I do like to come over here to holders and show how many holders there are of this, and you can see a very large number of institutions, 613 invested. You've got Vanguard Group down here holding a ton of shares. Look at the value on that. BlackRock, of course. No, that's to be expected. These guys know how to make money. And so my point to you today is to follow the money. You can see right now as I'm closing out here, 761 on this. One more jump to BMR. Yep, we're looking okay, fine and dandy. And if you have any questions or suggestions to me about my videos, I love comments from you, so please do leave me a comment down there in the comment section. And then, of course, if you're hitting the thumbs up, that helps me get more circulation out there in this word to other folks who may be able to take advantage of it. And that's pretty much it. So thank you very, very much for coming back. If you're a return visitor, I appreciate that. And always appreciate, like I said, your comments that I hope you'll leave below. So once again, that's it. I wish you prosperity. I wish you happiness. And most of all, like I said, healthiness. Bye bye now. All right. Stop.